Alrighty, g'day strangers. Who the fuck am I? Some bloke on the internet. How you going, legends? Highest regard. Remember this face? I mean, the hair's slightly different, but the face might be relatively familiar to you. I know it's been a while, but how are we going? So, touch wood, we should have a successful stream this evening. Yeah. This whole desk is wood, so I'm just gonna do all this a lot, and yeah, that should, you know, in the scheme of the world at least, and what they tell us, that should solve the issue, and if it doesn't, well, yeah. Anyway, I now am aware of the fact that I need to move the rolling chat a bit, because otherwise, yeah. I've shrunk. I'm sorry, what? I've shrunk? I don't remember shrinking, Black. I mean, the camera is a long way away. Like, I'm fully outstretched arm, and I can't even touch that screen that I'm looking at that's directly below the camera. I have a lot of space. Not gonna lie, I have got a lot of space to for many activities. Some appropriate for the internet, some not so appropriate for the internet, but we'll leave that to your imagination. Alright, so in front of us, I have a Microsoft Flight Simulator, something that I haven't been able to get involved with now for probably, well, how long has it been since I've streamed? Probably close to 7 days, isn't it? Yeah, something along those lines. Things are definitely not 100% sorted, but they're sorted to a position where streaming appears to at least be possible. The room itself is far from set up. The setup is far from set up. I mean, over here that you guys can't see, I've got all sorts of various screens and stuff that don't even have cables that reach to the actual desktop and all that. So more things will come, and you guys will obviously see that progress as we go along. Doggo's webcam, I don't currently have that working. I have it positioned, I don't currently have it working. So, yeah. Alright, so, World Adventure. It's been a while since I've done this. Bloody hell, it's gonna be interesting to see if I can even remember how to stream. It has been a huge week, not just at work, with trying to get everything with this PC sorted, at least to a position where I could, you know, at least do some streaming. But here we are, so I guess without further ado, I would like to say a fantastic day to Vruden the Great, who is with us today. G'day, Vruden, mate. Fozzie, Blackadder, Wes, Big Jacko, Clocked, and Calling Pigeon, all with us as well this evening. G'day to all of you legends. Hope you are doing fantastically. Hope the last week or so, I can't remember exactly how long it's been, has been awesome for you guys. I know it certainly has been for me, other than a few hiccups here and there. I will update the Fly Live studio at the top of the screen in a moment as well, guys, so don't be concerned at... Try that again. Don't be concerned about the fact that it currently says Sweet Nothings, which... yeah, anyway, I won't go down that pathway either. But yeah, I will sort that out. Anyway, back to saying good day to people before my brain does a few 360s on itself. G'day to Sean, Dale, Bera, Metas, Black Evo, William, Black Adder, Zach's Gaming Lab, g'day, and Mr. Kangaroo as well. To all of you, hello. It is a pleasure to be back. I just hope it is something that is not a short interim thing, and something that I can do, even if for the next, you know, couple of weeks or whatever, it's only on a, you know, once or twice weekly basis until everything is sorted with the PC. It's better than nothing. So I'm very, very happy with the progress that has been made so far. We just have to go and voltage test the power supply and go from there. Alright, so tonight's flight, we're going to be heading here from Nicaragua up to Guatemala here in Central America. About 2 hours or so of flying, give or take the aircraft that people are in. But I reckon, seeing as it's 11:11 and that's the best time to do anything, especially make a wish, let's start the plane, go flying, and then see if I can remember how to stream. Sean says, "Where's the microwave for cooking on the fly?" Sean, this is part of the whole process. So right now, hasn't been ordered yet, but right now I have a very, very, very large cart of items with a with a slew of items. There we go. Using see, maybe I do remember how to do this. Basically, as you can see, the door that is there. What you can't see is a whole heap of awesome shit that's behind the screens out of viewpoint of the webcam. Basically, there's going to be a whole heap of cables that make their way down that corridor to a whole heap of new cameras, webcams. Don't think I'm some rich ass bloke. It's just $40 webcams like the one that you're currently watching me on. And microphone boom arm and microphone and all sorts of stuff that's going to be heading up that corridor, and up that corridor is the kitchen. So from here on out, assuming everything functions the way it should, cooking on the fly will now actually be done in a kitchen, legitimate kitchen. The trestle tables will still feature. They will be used for, storage purposes and to hang cameras and stuff off for better, close-up views of various things that I'm doing, etc., etc. Now, this is not going to be a case of all at once. It's going to be a case of slowly but surely. But the next cooking on the fly, which probably, unfortunately, won't be this month, is going to be done in the kitchen. Anyway, now, there's a plane to fly. To those guys who are missing Doggo, yes, I know, right now, because of the issues that are being experienced with the PC, certain USB points sometimes work, sometimes don't. Because of when you're running two webcams, you have to run it off separate USB modules on the motherboard, so ones that are at different ends. Right now, the camera is 50-50 chance of working, and whilst it is positioned correctly, it is not exactly steady in its position. It's not being, it's not held in position very well, is what I'm trying to say. So, Doggo Cam will come, just need to spend a bit more time doing things, things need to go up on the wall behind me, all sorts of stuff still needs to happen. This studio/room is only about 70% completed to where it needs to be and where it will be. So, yeah. Alright, now that I've run through my life story of the last week, I'm going to say for a third time that we're going to start this aircraft, but the difference is I'm actually going to start this aircraft this time. Right, here I am trying to zoom out, but I'm already zoomed out. That's very well. Good start. Right, let's press some buttons, wave a few fingers like magic, and all of a sudden, the plane sort of springs into life. Propeller. Let's see if I can remember how to do this after however long it's been. Because I haven't flown this plane since my last stream. Right, I think that is everything. So now... Yeah, of course, how could I forget how to fly this thing? It's so good. Alright, lights, camera, action. We have everything where we want it to be. G'day to all of the people on Twitch, on Facebook, all of you legends. Thank you very much for joining in and watching as well. Right. Where is little nav map? There is little nav map. It would help if I put the flight plan in little nav map, wouldn't it? Yes, it would. There we go. That's better. And now, Fly Live Studio, we just need to make that into a thing. And I need to remember how to make that into a thing, which is, seeing it was a brand new thing when I introduced it not too long ago, that might be asking a lot. If I do that should, it has worked. There we go. Awesome. All right. So the weather is 4 knots of wind down the runway, which means that the active runway is runway 10. So, track IR, no, track IR not currently able to be a thing due to lack of USB ports, unfortunately. And secondly, I cannot seem to get, because I'm now operating the sim off of a 55-inch 4K screen, I can't get the positioning of track IR 100% yet. So I'm going to, I will come up with something. I may even just mount it off of my microphone boom arm or something like that. But yeah, for this flight and possibly for a few more flights, there will be no track IR. But when track IR does come back, it's going to work even better than it did in the shed man cave that I had set up, simply because there's not going to be a whole heap of light interference from behind me, which is great. Alright, so runway 10, if I try and position myself where I am, so we're basically at the opposite end of the airport of where we want to be, and we want to be heading over to where Calling Pigeon is. So if you see Calling Pigeon, take your aircraft there. That's the best advice I can give you. We're no longer following David Jacko. We're following Calling Pigeon. Hey, g'day Josh, mate. Welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing well. And same to the best pilot. Sorry guys, sorry I missed both of you there. Way too engrossed in trying to remember how to stream and how to fly. And all those things. Could be very interesting to see how my flying of the aircraft goes this evening, more specifically the landing. But anyway, yep, still on the West USA server, the best pilot. Still on the West USA server. Alright, let's take off the brakes and put this thing down the other end of the airport. So obviously I'm not streaming in 4K because as we know, the graphics card on this PC can barely handle me streaming at 1080 some days. So unfortunately you guys don't get to see the stream in 4K, and I don't get to play the sim in 4K either for the same reason, but it looks really good. On a screen this big, there's so much room for viewing stuff. It's awesome. Whoop. That's an incredibly thin taxiway. Big Jacko's Gaming is a great leader to follow. He is. Absolutely he is. There is absolutely no doubt about that one at all, Sean. He really is a fantastic person to follow. However, I feel like the person who's, you know, doing a lot of the flight plan work is probably an even better person to follow. Sorry I can't see your name tag and I don't know who you are, but I'm going through you. And whoever this is that I'm about to have a head-on with, U-turn would be your best option if you want to go semi-realistic ops. If you don't want to go semi-realistic ops, well then take off from wherever you want, really. You do you, boo, as they say. My microphone is quiet. Huh? That's weird. Alright, let me, I mean, according to my Streamlabs, my microphone is not quiet at all, but let me just have a look at that anyway once we get to the start of the runway here. Whereas, is anyone else finding my microphone to be quiet? Can barely hear me. Okay, alright. Alright. Zach can hear me very well. Kangaroo says mic is okay. But Jacko and Wes and Josh can barely hear me. I will still check when we get to the other end of the runway here, because this wouldn't be the first time. If there was a problem, it wouldn't be the first time that Windows has played a bit of a game of funny buggers on these streams with my microphone and adjusting the volume based on what it wants to do. Sounds great. Still want to check just for these couple of people who are having issues with hearing me. I just want to make sure it's not on my end. That's all. Yeah, my mic is a lot further away, Wes. A lot further away. Manage audio devices, recording. Has that fixed the problem? It's just not as loud as normal? Yeah, no. So the microphone is, like, if I lean forward that far, I still cannot touch the microphone. That's how far away it is from me. But it's in a fantastic position. For me, it's in an absolutely amazing position because it doesn't get into any of my viewpoints across any of my screens. It's right next to the camera, believe it or not. It may also be being affected by the fan that's blowing behind me. I don't know if that's a thing that could be potentially occurring, but yeah, I don't know. It's I can move it. I can move it up. I can move it forward a bit. So I can obviously do a few adjustments if required. It's just in a fantastic position. Sure. Yes, the best pilot, you're right in front of me. It's a nice feeling to be able to see you, mate. It really is. Alright, let's, Sean says, how do you get chat identify on this Twitchy thingy? Chat identify? Or chat identity, should you say? You mean like the little symbols that are next to your name there, Sean, on Twitch? Is that what you're referring to? In which case, I need to have 50 followers. Yeah. RGB lights would be awesome in that setup. Not that you can see it, but as part of the process of deconstructing and rebuilding my PC to try and, obviously fix the issues it was having, we've also made all the fans change colours and all that cool stuff. Obviously, you're not going to be able to see it because the PC is on that side of the room, way over there, and the camera's on that side of the room, way over there. So, yeah. Alright, enough bloody blah. You just have a black box which needs to be in the plane. Hey, Metas, mate, thank you very much. With the, like of the stream, is what I was trying to say. There seems to be a spam bot on my Facebook stream. Right. That's a whole new kettle of fish, and that's honestly something I forgot about during the last week, is the fact that I have 3 locations that I stream to now, which means I need to have all 3 locations working with bots and admins. Now, I've got that sorted on YouTube, and I've got that sorted on Twitch in terms of admins, but yeah. You just have a black box which needs... Yeah, okay, sorry. I already read that, Sean. Disregard me. Alright, as the sun rises here in Nicaragua, let us put some power in. G'day, Stu, mate. Welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing very, very well. Alright, full power. Head cam as well. Be good, Sim. I can't see bot on chat. What? Sorry, Wes. I don't know if your keyboard screwed you over, if your phone screwed you over, if the fact that you're trying to do that one-handed screwed you over, or a combination of all 3. But, can you, type that one again for me, mate? Sorry. Yeah, exactly, Big Jacko. Let's go flying. Come fly with me. Let's fly away. Alright, we've gone past the stupid time climb thing that Microsoft Flight Simulator loves so very much. So, MSA 7,500 feet, so we are going to go to about 8,000 feet here. Go, and then nav, and then autopilot, and then I want to go up at about 700 feet per minute, I reckon is probably acceptable at this point. Let's bring those flaps in. Autopilot, did you want to, yeah, thank you. Make a turn, that's exactly right. Yeah, no, you won't be able to see the bot on Facebook Live. Whereas I have nothing set up on Facebook Live, but that... Oh, okay, you can't actually see it, like the bloke is what you're talking about. Sorry. I understand better now, Wes. Yeah. Okay. Right. Sorry, brain is really cooked after this week. Specifically, yesterday, that was busiest night that the restaurant has ever done. Over $5,000 worth of food in about 2.5-3 hours. last night, I believe, or something. I don't know for a fact, but it was around that based on my previous experience and knowledge when it comes to food. So it was busy, very busy. His chat never came up. Maybe, I mean, Facebook's pretty good for live streaming, so they may have their own bot system sort of enacted within Facebook.
What I like to do to her, something I call a dirty fuzzy.
Wouldn't surprise me at all. Fozzie says he'll mod over on Twitch. At the moment, Fozzie, I've got Wes as my mod over on Twitch, and he's all I need at this point. However, if I get to a position where I need something more, obviously. I will need to set up a moderator over on Facebook though. I'll just have to try and figure out how the hell you do that though. All coming to taste the brilliant cooking and great service. Shawndale's gonna abuse Twitch. Yeah, that's fair. What an absolutely spectacular view this is right now with all of you guys in the background, the sun rising, the mountain range in the background, the mist and the cloud. I mean, I feel like this is, some of you will not make it unfortunately because I've got to get the aircraft in there much better, but I feel like this is definitely thumbnail worthy. It is definitely thumbnail worthy. Okay, so that's refreshing. Stu is asking Jacko if he has flown the H145 yet. Yeah, Jacko, have you flown the H145 yet? Yeah, where's subtitles on Facebook? How good is it? Still don't know why they're working on, why they're not working on Twitch and YouTube, despite the fact that my settings say that they are. But anyway, that's a whole new kettle of fish. Maybe I can download some sort of plug-in for Streamlabs or something that makes that work. Who knows? That's what I'm going to have to do with the live chat thing. Now, I really need to do this, but of course, the minute that I wanted to do this, I then made the decision, the minute I wanted to try and do all these things, I then made the decision to move the streaming setup into another location, which of course means that none of that got done. And you guys will get used to that with the way that my brain operates. You know, I'll be like, oh yes, I'm going to do this, and this, and then the next time I stream, you'll see me in a different spot, just randomly, all of a sudden, without even mentioning anything, and nothing will have been done. It's just the way I work. It makes it very hard to be productive some days, let me tell you. But, thank you very much to Jacko for the like over on Facebook of the stream, mate. Much appreciated. Josh says, fuck Facebook. Oh, Josh. Don't laugh and breathe in at the same time. The mods on Facebook would be admins. It wouldn't surprise me, Wes, if Facebook had like built-in bots, you know, that just moderate streams, because I mean they've already got it for Facebook itself, so I mean why wouldn't they for people streaming over on Facebook Gaming? It would make perfect sense, really. Oh yes, Black Evo's got his laptop. That is awesome. So good. How's it handling the sim, Black Evo? I'm assuming it's fine. Seeing as your little... I love it how you call your mini rig. It's got better specifications than my whole bloody streaming rig. But anyway. If I have an admin on my page, it would be a mod I see, whereas I do not. Because up until, you know, when I started streaming on Facebook last week, I really only had the page there for the sake of having a social media page for the channel. Jumsh Nami over on Facebook. Unless you brought burgers with you, get fact. Get absolutely and completely utterly fact. $25 to 37 FPS, everything on Ultra. I mean, Black Evo, at this point, you may as well have stood in front of the webcam here and just been like, you know? Thank you very much, Mr. Big Jacko. Yes, that's right, Shaundale. Black Evo's laptop runs better than most people's desktops. Absolutely it does. Kebabs? What's kebabs? Who's got kebabs? I want kebabs. Can I have kebabs? So far, it's stable. Don't say that too loud, Black Evo. It's Microsoft Flight Simulator we're talking about here. It'll be like, stable? How dare he swear about me like that? Might need to reduce my climb rate here to something a bit more manageable. We'll also pull out a little bit of the mixture to help the fuel consumption. I have no idea why I have gone partially French, but I have. Spread them legs. What? The word of the day is legs. Let's take it home and spread it. Okay. Okay. I see, Sean. I see where you were going with that. Yes, kebabs. Nah. Oh, I mean, I like kebabs. But, nah. We'll pick something that's a little bit more, close to my bloodstream. That's weird. Like pizza or pasta. No, pizza's already taken. So let's go with risotto. Unless you bring risotto, you bug it off. Josh says, "Oh no." Is everything okay there, Josh? Must be love, love, love. Dave Jacko, Big Jacko's Gaming. That's a very long name that you've got there, Dave. I mean, not that I can really talk with my personal YouTube name. Somebody's dropping a corn chip. Speak of the devil, that would be Jacko over on Twitch dropping the corn chips from the sky. Okay, I see, yeah. No, it's okay in this instance, Josh, because he was saying that we can't all have fun. Yeah. Not, it shouldn't be an issue, Sean, even if something did go wrong, because modern day BIOSes, when you do a BIOS update, automatically do a backup of the previous BIOS. So, just in case a problem does occur, everything is still okay. Speaking of which, just checking to make sure that the PC fans and all that are good, and they are. So, yeah. Photo of the mini rig in Discord. Right, let's have a look-see. Under photography. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I love the fact that you've got the tablet next to you for the YouTube chat, that you've got the you got your gaming mouse, your SteelSeries gaming mouse, or is that a SteelSeries gaming mouse? I think it is. And then you've got your Xbox controller, I'm assuming for the purpose of flying. What's your experience with flying with the Xbox controller, Black Evo? Is it a good experience, or? But it looks mint. Like, the fact that you've got that and the ability to take it with you wherever you want is pretty cool. The controller's pretty damn good, to be honest. Okay, that's not what I expected you to say. So, well done to Microsoft Flight Simulator for making the Xbox controllers not stupid within the sim. Few tweaks and added some controls. Yeah, awesome, mate. I mean, I guess, you know, in a worst case scenario, you could carry a joystick with you. Not an ideal situation to have a joystick with you, but you could, I guess, if it was really a requirement. Flying with the Xbox controller is easy, landing with it kinda sucks. Yeah, I can kind of see why that would be, Rudin, absolutely. I have not bought the Carenado C337 Will, but I saw it on Jacko's stream and it looks really cool. Something different. Yeah, I'm not so fussed about that joystick at this point, Wes. But massive shout out to all 33 of you who are currently tuned in across the various platforms. Legendary. Legendary. That's milk that only really legend-like people consume. Maybe it's cheese that... anyway, I won't go down that rabbit hole. It's a little bit deep and a little bit dark. You're behind me, the best pilot? Hang on, where's me mouse? There's me mouse. Found me mouse. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. And I can see you as well. You're thinking of getting some sticky extensions for the controller. That sounds a bit weird, but I mean, if it's functional... why not? That's awesome. That would be awesome if it can turn the controller into basically a portable flight stick setup majiggy thingamajig. That's the technical term, the majiggy thingamajig. Yeah. That's mint. Yeah, William, I'm kind of the same at the moment. Any money that is reserved for the channel is currently sort of being put there and left for the twatter and the fact that the BAE 146 is coming out as well. Vruden's puppy figured out the stairs while we were in Atlanta. Vruden, you still haven't shown us a photo of said puppy in the Discord or wherever. It's all about the inches. That's definitely... it makes a difference. Absolutely, Black Eva, it makes a difference. But just you got to also make sure that you're good at using it, mate. You'll get one put up. You have been busy. I mean, all you've been doing is holidaying in Atlanta, Vruden. I mean, come on. Get it together, boy. Yeah, I think the twatter will be good. Fun. I think the BAE 146 will be great fun as well. And honestly, I can't wait to see what comes out this year as well in relation to GA aircraft. Yeah. They're dropping slots and all sorts of things over on Twitch. Right, let's have another little squizzy here at a little nav map. As we pass Lyon to the left, we should have Lyon. Yep, there we go, there's Lyon. So Lyon is in which country? Still in Nicaragua. Yeah, okay, cool. So we are still in Nicaragua, I believe. So basically, we're going to keep heading up here. We're going to go to Chinandega. And at Chinandega, we're going to be making a right. We're going up to Choluteca. Choluteca? Yeah, Choluteca, that's correct. Making a left over to Los Comandos, where we make another slight left. Then we will be going over San Salvador. Continuing straight on to El Zapote, and then making a right-hand turn and heading up to the city of Guatemala. So Guatemala, the city itself, is the capital and the largest city of Guatemala. Shock, fucking horror there. You know, mind blown. But it is the most populated urban area in Central America. So I'm talking, you know, obviously countries like Nicaragua, Panama, Honduras, etc. So it's the most populated out of all of those. Twisty's Yum says, hi, is my friend here. It depends which friend you're talking about. Are you talking about Strawberry Freddo, Caramello Koala, Cherry Ripe, Maltesers, Wellybot 1, 2, 3, 4, Barbie Girl? Oh, there we go. Barbie Girl is here. Oh, Twisty's your friend is Shane, is it? Well, I don't think Shane's very friendly with you, unfortunately, on that one. Turbo G36 is amazing. Is that the standard Bonanza, William, or is that like... Because I know that there's mods available for most of the standard aircraft. Is that like a modified version of one of the standard aircraft? Wes, as I said in Dave's stream, I have so much more on my plate right now than time to sit there and make multiple Gmail accounts and call them Wallybot. I have a kitchen that I need to run. And that requires a whole heap of behind the scenes paperwork and stuff. You know, whilst I was watching David's stream, I'm working my way through rostering and, you know, stuff like that. So, no, it wasn't. Yeah. Cherry, bloody hell, Fozzie. Careful what you're saying there, mate. Yeah, no, okay, Dave picked up on that one as well. He's like, what? The best pilot, mate, not a problem at all. You have a good one, good sir. How long have all been flying? About 45 minutes or so the stream has been running for, I think, Garwin. Something along the... No, 56 minutes. There you go. We've only probably been flying for, what, maybe 25, 30 minutes of that time, though? But, Fozzie, I'm Maltesers, mate. It's the only account I have. And probably the only one I will have now that I, especially seeing as I made that before I started the full-time position. But g'day, Garwin. Good morning, good evening, and screw the people in the afternoon, as usual. Very, very nice. Like it. Unless I missed it, but my Streamlabs never told me that Fozzie was hosting me over on Twitch. Fozzie, thank you very much. Much appreciated, mate. Very, very much appreciated. Garwin will Dirty Slew to catch up. Fair enough. I mean, you're surrounded by a whole bunch of other dirty slews there, Garwin. So, I mean, go for it. Wes says whoever tells him who it was will get to pick landing challenges for him the next time he streams. It's a shame I don't know who it was. Because goddamn I would screw you over with some landing challenges, boy. Chocolate Freddo says, how are my other sweaty treats? Look, Chocolate Freddo, I don't mean to question other people's likes and dislikes in this world, but if you give me a sweaty treat, I'm probably not going to take it, because that's a bit... I mean, I've heard of salted chocolate, but that's just too far. Yeah, exactly, Verdun. The chocolate salty balls. Chocolate rain. Are we landing? You know what, Sean? That's a really good question. I'm probably not, seeing as I'm literally I'm 2.5 nautical miles from the airport and I'm at 8,000 feet. So, I'm gonna go with a no. I'm not landing on that one. Black Evo and calling Pigeon R. You don't have to, mate, if you don't want to, but you're also welcome to. By the way, Fozzie, I've already figured out that half of these accounts are you. Just by the fact that I'm watching how it works. You disappear, these other accounts appear. Then you reappear with something funny or talking about, and then you disappear again, and all of a sudden the other accounts appear. So, I mean, I feel like Wes should be seriously investigating Fozzie. Maybe point the torch at Fozzie, Wes. Ask him some questions. Where were you on the night of the 15th of January at whatever time Dave was streaming? Oh, don't try and act Mr. Innocent, Fozzie. 2 seconds. Alright, we good. I just heard stuff outside, that's all. Just figured I'd wander and check, but nah, it's just the wind blowing things around, like the tree branches and all that. God, you go outside and breathe oxygen for 2 seconds and I'm coughing. The air is full of COVID. Yeah, Fozzie, I know you're a nice guy. It doesn't mean you're not also a troll. Sweaty chocolate infused with odor. Delicious, kangaroo. Put it on the shelves of the supermarket. Oh, for God's sake. Fozzie, you have way too much time on your hands. Hey, Vivkanan, mate. Not a problem at all, bro. Not a problem at all. No such thing as late on these streams. Come and go as you please. Hope you are doing well. Yes, hello Becky Davis, not Becky Davies, Becky Davis. Ha ha to whoever made the spelling error on that one. Joke's on you. Tony says it's not Fozzie. No, not all of them are Fozzie, obviously. Some are. Garwin is also, g'day Tony, welcome to the stream. Garwin is saying we have crazy winds, and with the temperature, the wind chill is now down to negative 45 Fahrenheit. I mean, at that point, mate, I feel like it's almost just to try and stay warm, just douse yourself in fuel and set it alight. Like, that's about the only hope you've got. Hey, Wes with the stream host over on Twitch. Thank you very much, Wes. Much appreciated. And Mr. Dan Random is in the house. I need like one of those, you know, whatever they are, things, you know, like when people arrive and it's just like a hype thing or whatever, you know. I'm really bad at acapella-ing things, so I mean, yeah. But I think you guys understand what I'm getting at. He's got the wood stove cranking. Yeah, he does. I have done dinner, Viv Canand. Doggo is right there. I don't know, can you see in the very, very, very corner of my webcam, there is a tiny little patch of white. Just there. You see that? That's Doggo. Doggo Cam will be working as soon as it can be. Oh yeah, no, Tony, I'm very sure of the fact that Becky Davis is very, very much Jacko. 100% it's Jacko. He's speaking and communicating directly with Fozzie in the same way that he would if he wasn't on Becky Davis's thing. So, hey, Metas with the stream host over on Twitch. Thank you very much, mate. Much appreciated. So Garland says it's supposed to warm up Monday in exchange for 8 to 10 inches of snow. I hate winters. I mean, but you're getting 8 to 10 inches. And you know what they say. You know, 8 to 10 inches is it's pretty good. At least that's what I've heard. Hey, Tony Barrow with the host over on Twitch as well. Thank you very, 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 very much, guys. Much appreciated. Cannot thank you enough for the support. What is the info strip at the top? Is that an OBS plugin? It is. It's called Fly Live Studio, William, and it basically means that now when people are like, oh shit, what heading is he flying on? You know, what speed is he doing, etc. They have the information there readily available for them. It just sort of helps everyone, helps me to sort of know where I am as well in the world. I mean, that's what they say, Garwin. That's what they say. Viv Canan, have you ever done 1 feet per minute landing or below 10? I've definitely done below 10. 1 foot per minute? No, but yeah, I've definitely done a below 10 feet per minute landing. Hey, Garwin, I have no problem in admitting the fact that I always like to do things that streamline and make my life easier. Some people may call it laziness. I call it streamlining. The more time that I can spend enjoying the sights with the sim and interacting with all of you guys in the chat, the better. Hey, so g'day to all 40 people that are watching right now across the various platforms. Much appreciated for the support there, guys. Bloody hell, there's a number I never thought I'd be saying on any of my streams. 40 people. Oh, bloody hell, everybody's got so much currency. Might be time for a 300 subscriber giveaway. Shane's not streaming tomorrow. Well, Wes, the good news is that if this stream goes nice and smooth, like it appears to be right now, I will be streaming tomorrow evening. Yeah, Tony, I don't think your bot hours are right somehow. I could be wrong, but that just doesn't seem correct. Bivkanan, favourite aeroplane and livery, except Ryanair. Well, it's never going to be bloody Ryanair, that's for sure. What time? My usual time, Wes. Because I am still working tomorrow evening, and Sunday is major kitchen clean, so you know the stove tops need to come apart, the fryers need to get scrubbed, the back wall, the filters need to come down. I need to place my orders that are coming on Tuesday and Wednesday. Need to make sure that all of my ingredients are out for my function that I've got on Wednesday, so I can come in Tuesday morning and prep all of that stuff. When I say out, I mean out of the freezer, like defrosting. So it'll still be an 11:30 p.m. my time stream. Garwin says he'll be starting his flight soon, just have a couple more things to work out. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't been keeping up over in the Discord, Garwin is going to be streaming. So do keep an eye on the Just Some Aussie Gamer Discord, specifically in the Promote Your Flying Streams area. And once Garwin does get his streams up and running, obviously we will be obviously trying to get involved in those as well. Sean says, can I put the currency into my bank? I know, Sean. How good would that be? Like, I would love that. If people are happy to watch you without cam, Wes, oh, absolutely. It means I don't have to look at the ugly mug. Only kidding. Yeah, I mean, hey, you know, have a trial stream. Do a short flight. Do a short, you know, something. Yeah, no, I know it's not really as a stream as such, Garwin. But the fact of the matter is you're going to be putting it on the internet using Streamlabs, and you're going to be having people flying along with you, and you're going to be entertaining them. You don't need to do it full time to stream. Look at Shane. He only does it once or twice a week. Yeah. Sean, you can where's your currency? Which one's yours? Let me scroll back up and have a look. 9,000. Yeah, you can have 9,214 Indonesian rupiah or Vietnamese dong. I can give you that. Let's have a look over here on the Googles. What is 9,214 VND to GBP? So 9,214 Vietnamese dong gives you 30 pence. So you get 30 pence for your currency there, Sean. That's a big dong. No, it's Vietnamese, not big. Go on, barn me. I dare you. Sorry, that was so bad. Oh, wow, I can't even believe I actually came up with that and said that. Whew. Hey, Beluga on PC is in the house, and he has got his PC, his new one. Your username is JammyM2009. Okay, so that means, Beluga, that I may need to add you, or you can add me. Either one. Do I like World of Tanks? Don't know enough about it to make a comment on that one, Vivkanand. I do apologise. Beluga, are you looking for the details on how to join the flight there, mate? If you are, can certainly provide. Would love to have you along. But either way, congratulations on the new PC. Welcome to the stream. And my username is... Let me find that thing. There we go. That should work. Hopefully. Famous last words. Some very, very, very nice scenery on this flight so far here, ladies and gentlemen, I must say. It is the West USA server, Beluga. Absolutely. Can give you a nearby airport code if you'd like to take off from airport, or you can just obviously join us in the air as well. In fact, we just literally flew past... hang on. Just literally flew past Choluteca. So if you want to take off from an airport, that's probably your best bet. That is... Mike, mind blank, hang on. Mike Hotel, November Charlie. Sent? No worries. I will accept. In fact, I'll accept that right now. Let's quickly do that. There we go. The West USA server is based in Boston. I feel like that's counterproductive to the whole West USA server thing. Yeah, put the West USA server on the East and now you're going to tell me, Sean, that the East USA server is in like Los Angeles or something. Oh, wow. Sometimes the Sovo makes me laugh. They really, really do. Willie, the West USA server is based in Boston, which makes no sense. They need an Aussie server. I mean, they've got a Southeast Asia server, Jacko, like Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, Australia, New Zealand. And that's simply because you'll probably find that the number of people using Microsoft Flight Simulator in Southeast Asia is probably not very high. The East USA server is based in Sydney. Well, actually, now that you say that, Sean, That's very interesting, because the server that I get the best ping on is the East USA server. And I guess that makes sense. Completely counterproductive and goes against everything they say. But, yeah, no worries, Beluga. I mean, you're surrounded by a bunch of dirty sleuths, so why not get involved in the action? Check my pings. Alright. 160 milliseconds. Oh no. There we go. North Europe is currently my best server ping-wise. Usually East USA is up there at around... Oh, there we go. That's more like it. Yeah, usually East USA and Southeast Asia swap on the top spot. Willie, I love how you're trying to justify the West USA server being based in Boston. Now you need to try and justify the East USA server being based in Sydney, Australia. Okay, Becky, no worries. I've heard Novak Djokovic might be available to provide some service. He needs to practice his service. West USA is the best. Chuck out the rest. Is that what you're saying, Dave? Are you dropping the mic drop moment where you're just sort of like, I'm calling it now, West USA is the best? Hey, Dan Random's in the Crash to Desktop machine. Now, the big question is, where is the Beluga? There he is, in his DA40, up at 9,500 feet. How fast am I going? 157 knots. Beluga, fast. This is a very... Calling Pigeon, you've outdone yourself again, mate, with this flight plan. Bloody fantastic. Really, really good. Alright, time to swap the petroleum tanks. There must be time to get a different plane. There must be a decent headwind going on, because usually this thing would be doing closer to 180 knots at this altitude. Jacko's doing 140 knots in his Cessna 337. Becky feels like Fozzie for T. C. Well, Fozzie? Any responses? Oh yeah, no, go on. The Trinidad is a quick plane. I'm only sitting at about, my mixture's at about 70%, my props at about 80%. And so is my throttle. This thing is quick. You're doing 157 in the H135. Are you about to tear the thing in half? Are the rotor blades about to come off? Like, whew. Yeah, that's very true, Garwin. That's very true, you do. Garwin, when flying along with you, obviously a great aircraft to flying along with you would be the Long EZ. Like, no shit, Sherlock. What else would you recommend? Probably the TBM 930, because it's got a good speed and a good range. Probably what, the Bonanza, Beechcraft Bonanza would probably be not a bad option either. You got the CJ4, the Citation. Hey, very nice, very nice. Another plane that flies probably of a similar speed to this aircraft, Beluga, would be the Grand Caravan. I swear you're going to break the H135, Rudin. I really, really do. Well, it's not technically cheating, Garwin, because the actual planes had extended tanks on them. But you could do, Garwin, what a few people who stream round the world flights in slower aircraft do. People like Shoney, etc. And what they do is when they're going to potentially come close to exceeding the aircraft's range on a particular leg, they, in the payload itself as baggage, they add in the extra fuel that they could potentially take as payload, as the extra long-range tanks, just to try and keep realism as close as possible. So I don't know if that's an option within the Long EZ, but yeah. Something to look at if you want to keep it a little bit more on a realistic side. Why didn't I put this sim on my TV earlier on? It's so good. The F-35 should keep up with the Long EZ. I mean, yes, probably should. Oh, so speeds are going to be around 150, but yeah. So as good as the Trinidad is on for speed going, it's only got a range of about 600 nautical miles. So is throwing passengers out to gain range considered realism? I mean, William, if nobody notices, I don't see why not. Just make sure you do it discreetly and as quietly as possible. I need a mop? What do I need a mop for? What am I mopping up, Dave? What spillage have you left this time? So the Long EZ range without extended tanks is 2,000 miles. Yeah, so an aircraft like the TBM would be a good option. And William says, I'm landing at MS-1A off to your left. You can just make me out. I can. I very much can. Oh, with the sim on the TV. Yeah. Sorry, Dave. My computing malfunction within the brain. Did I get Doggo Cam sorted? Yeah, Metas, when I was sitting here for the last hour and a half, I had all my little gremlins running around the room trying to make the technology work for me. I will have Doggo Cam sorted. Just not this stream, maybe not tomorrow's stream and maybe not Monday's stream either, but I will definitely get it sorted, 100%. I mean, this weekend the PC is booked to get voltage tested. I don't know why I'm saying it's booked to get voltage tested. I'm taking it to a mate's house who knows stuff about PCs and bringing my voltage tester with me, and we're going to voltage test the power supply. It's a whole convoluted version of just coming to a conclusion there from me. If that all checks out, then we need to test the motherboard and go from there. Oh no, so Metas, yeah, I have found a place for the camera. So you see the wooden bench behind me there that's got the Qantas plane on it. So the other end of that, there is a little tiny desk fan that's pointing down at her bed, and the camera is hanging off of that table next to the desk fan. And then I have a cable running all the way around the room behind the bits and pieces round to the PC. But yeah, just have to sort out the issues with the motherboard USB slots, and then we'll be good. Then we'll be sweet, and we'll have Doggo Cam back. Oh really? India Fox Techo made the Long EZ, and yeah, they're the ones who made the F-35. There you go, Garwin. What do you know, mate? What do you know? I know. It's disappointing having no Doggo Cam. But are people, do people prefer this sort of camera setup, or do they want me to go back to the green screen once I have Doggo Cam so that I don't have too many cameras all over the screen? I don't mind either way. He might be too busy to bother now, Garwin. He might be too busy to bother now, but, you know, who knows where he might be in another 2, 3, 4 years' time. I know that's a lot of time, but it might be something that he can look at doing at a later point. Right now, he's probably got a lot on his plate, though, with bloody the F-35 and the CTD stuff and all that. Bruden, when the space heater took out the breaker, I found out how long my setup will run off the UPS. It's about 5 minutes. It's not very long, really, when you think about it, but I guess it's long enough for you to go out and fix it. I guess that's the whole point behind it, isn't it? Prefer clear screen, not green screen? No worries. I mean, it will not be difficult to find a spot to have Doggo Cam on the screen with my screen like this at all. That it won't be an issue. Just figured I'd ask. Because I know that I know my stream screen can get a little bit cluttered sometimes. Yeah. Well, based on my experience, Sean, UPS is a hell of a lot better than FedEx. Oh, that is awesome, Garwin. That is awesome, awesome, awesome. I absolutely love the fact that you actually went to the effort of contacting them. That is freaking awesome, mate. You got your mic. Oh, what mic did you get, Dave, in the end? I think you might have actually mentioned this on a stream, but I think I just may have been in the kitchen or something at the time, because I overheard you saying something about microphone and delivery and all that sort of stuff. The Kingston HyperX Solo, hey? You know what microphone I run, Dave? Hey, bloody hell, that must have been a while going. They've been sold out for a while, have they not? I mean, it's not totally unrelated, it's still gaming conversation. Can't type, need breakfast? Go make breakfast then. We've still got a little bit of flying time. I haven't got the HyperX Solo, I've got the HyperX Quadcast. Dave, the one with the light in it. But, you know, that gives you an idea of how they sound. G'day JLMJGR, welcome to the stream. He says, when you go to Puerto Rico in Microsoft Flight Simulator, I suggest landing in BQN since it's the largest runway in the Caribbean. So, we've already done the Caribbean, and we did in fact land at BQN. I'm sorry to disappoint you like that. But you are more than welcome to come along on the streams anyway, nonetheless. If you go back through the channel, the saved streams, you'll see... sorry, I just saw a mosquito. That's why I'm looking up away from the webcam. You'll see that we went there. Hold on a sec, I'm just going to get this mosquito. Now, sorry guys, did I say I'll be streaming tomorrow? Yep, so I'll be streaming the next 2 days unless something goes adversely wrong with the PC in that time. JLMJ, mate, appreciate the understanding nonetheless. Welcome to the channel. It is an absolute pleasure to have you here. And welcome to the wonderful scenery of Nicaragua and Guatemala here. You can hear the mosquito racing past the microphone on Afterburner. Oh, Fruit and I want whatever you've been smoking. Hey, Icarus is here. G'day, Icarus. Mate, welcome to the stream. No worries, William. All good, mate. Have a good one. Look after yourself, mate. I will see you in tomorrow's stream. Thank you very much for coming along. The emojis when the guys use them over on Twitch that pop up on the screen, I think that's quite cool. God, you weigh a lot. Hey, short round. I do have a new cockpit, yes. Welcome to the stream, mate. Hope you are doing well. Do you know you're famous on the internet? You're famous on the internet. Let me put you in a better position. She's so heavy. 16 kilos of dog in this small package. Don't lick my bench. Ouch. You make some weird noises. No worries, Wes. That sounds like a good idea, mate. You getting restless already, are you? Oh god. Jesus. Stop. That was... You don't need to clean my hair for me. Alright. I let you go. Bloody hell. Dog hair everywhere. Alright, there we go. Kodiak is great one-handed. I think David might have a different story to tell in relation to that. The amount of time he's crashed that thing on takeoff. Perfetto. Molto bene, grazie. All of those Italian-related things. All right, let's jump on to a little nav map, and we'll have a look at where we are at. We're coming up not far actually at all from San Salvador, I think. Oh no, Ilopango. Yeah, no, Ilopango. Not far from there at all, which is actually, sorry, that's El Salvador. There we go. So, hang on. Have I missed a country? Ooh. Okay. Pigeon, if we've missed Salvador, like landing in Salvador, we might need to add that for the next stream. Whoops. Either that, or I haven't missed it and it's coming up in the future and I just haven't read about it on the upcoming flight plans. It's highly possible that that's the case. Sean's saying, I take it there may be a problem if you have another house. Yes.
Oh my God, leave it!
Yeah, so part of the reason for that, Sean, that I was in the garage is because my housemate, this is my housemate's old room. So he was in here, and my room is literally just outside that door. So as you can imagine, streaming at this time of the evening was not possible. However, future housemates will be in the room that's down the corridor.
You know what I like to do to her? Something I call it dirty
and then
fuzzy.
night owls, or the other option is the other half's going to come live with me, potentially. And then that won't cause a problem either, because she already knows that I stream at night. And she's pretty good at sleeping. So it shouldn't, touch wood, Sean, it shouldn't cause an issue. Or if it does, it shouldn't cause too great of an issue. But, you know, worst case scenario, I can always go back to the garage. The landlord's doing all sorts of work on that room now that I've no longer got my PC set up in there. Putting in, you know, new doors and blinds and all sorts of stuff. So it will definitely be an option to go back there if I need to without any issues, and I'll probably be in a really fantastic location as well. So, yeah. I have nothing to really be concerned about, which is amazing for the first time in my life. For the first time. Yeah, anyway, I won't go any further on that. Too lazy to cook breakfast, says Garwin. Reheated stuffed pork chops and Brussels sprouts it is. I mean, you sound as if you're complaining about the fact that that was your breakfast of choice, but sounds really good to me as a breakfast. The inverted CJ4, oh god, beluga. You're not inverted close enough to me to be able to see it. I do know there's only 24 hours in the day. No, we've been over this before, Sean. I have 30 hours in my days, alright? That's why, even though the fact that I'm only 28, I feel so much older in my body. Because I've been aging an extra 6 hours every day for the last 28 years. You don't know who invented the CJ4? Cessna. Bet those Brussels sprouts smell wonderful. I mean, I look older too, what, than 28? Or I certainly feel older than 28, that's for sure. But as Bubba's pointed out to me before, that's because you work in hospitality. He's not wrong. Wes says 8 PM your time tomorrow, San Francisco to Alaska in a 777. So Wes, I won't be able to come on that stream, unfortunately, mate. I'll be in the middle of serving dinner to the patrons who are going to be eating tomorrow night. Alright, back in a moment here, peeps. It's like you're flying in Australia. Beluga, because you're upside down. It's not like I haven't heard that joke before. Yeah, absolutely, Garwood. Agree with you. Agree with you. Smell like shit, but they taste good, especially if they're prepared correctly. What is my closest waypoint? My closest waypoint is Mike Sierra Sierra Sierra. That would be my bet, which is the airport. That would be my best waypoint. Yeah, that's a good safety net that you've set up there for yourself, Wes. So, Garwin, if you really want to take your Brussels sprouts to the next level, steam them until they're about 80-85% cooked. Take them out, potato masher, push them down, flatten them, then really hot pan with butter and garlic and rosemary and thyme. So you want to get obviously some oil in that pan. You want to toss the Brussels sprouts in the garlic and the rosemary and the thyme and the salt and the pepper and the butter and a bit of lemon juice in there as well, never hurts. And then you want to throw it into the super hot pan, and you can almost get a crispy exterior like potatoes. And then you've basically got Brussels sprouts chips. I can tell that I trimmed the facial hair down a bit, because now it's all like a little bit itchy. Yeah, do it, Short Round. It will literally change your life when it comes to Brussels sprouts. And you can do all sorts of cool things. Chuck them on a barbecue. You can put Brussels sprouts in a smoker and have smoked Brussels sprouts, which is just nuts. Like, you wouldn't expect them to taste like that. Beluga, so the benefit to these streams, mate, is that you have your prerogative to decide on what you would like to do. We include airports along the way for those who want to land and then keep flying, and those who don't want to land and just overfly. That option's there too. I don't tend to land just because I quite enjoy just cruising, chatting with you guys, looking at the scenery, all that sort of stuff. There would be less chat interaction if I was continuously up and down. But yeah. Yeah, there you go, exactly what Black Evo just said in relation to smoking Brussels sprouts. It will change your life. And, you know, like, if you really want to elevate your Brussels sprouts, once you've made them all crispy and good, throw them in with onion and bacon and mushrooms and tomato, like all the umami ingredients. Throw your, you know, garlicky, herby Brussels sprouts in there and make like a veggie Brussels sprout stir-fry thing. Oh, insane. There goes Beluga slewing up in his Boeing 747 that he's got there. I just saw Sean's photo in the Discord where his passenger looks scared. Nice response, going. Every time I leave the room to go, you know, check things outside and all that, I end up coming back in and coughing. I swear I don't have COVID. Oh, Garwin. That's the wrong type of green things to be smoking, mate. Who are you? I don't actually know because I can't see your name tag because you're so close. Ah, it's Metas in the F-35. It's a very interesting looking F-35 there, Metas. Yeah, most of the people at my work had it going over their time off over the Christmas period, and they kind of said the same thing. Bad cold after having the double. Wouldn't want to have it if they hadn't, because it would have been rough. But glad you're all good there, going. Glad you're all good, and glad it wasn't too rough for you, other than the obvious loss of taste buds. So the good news is I had a quick look at the next flight plan, and it does look like we might be flying into El Salvador, so disregard my panic attack I had before. Yeah, that would have been a weird feeling. Cajun food that was bland. Yeah, see, the first mistake there, Vruden, was actually listening to what the media says. Exactly. The media itself is a pandemic. I didn't think you did, Rudin. I did not think you did. Rudin, I feel like that Supreme Court Justice might be in a little bit of hot water. If he's gone and said that. Yikes, yeah. Very much so. Oh, the media. As I said, the media is a pandemic in itself. But unfortunately, we can't get vaccinated from that one. Or reduce the severity of their bullshit. Two seconds, I'm just going to go check something again. I can hear things outside. It'll be the wind, but yeah, 2 seconds. Alright, we're good. As I suspected we would be. Little Miss wandered outside as soon as we had a quick look around and wandered back in. Alright, so I believe we might actually be coming up here on our last turn that will actually take us towards the destination. That is correct. So in about that airport that we can see that we're counting down to, which is 29 nautical miles away, that's El Zapote. And then we'll be making a right-hand turn onto a heading of 329 degrees. And then we have 60 nautical miles, I believe, between that location and the final destination of Guatemala City. Sean says, what happened to my Melbourne Shuffle that was being done on next stream? Well, I mean, technically this is the next stream, isn't it, Sean? We'll need to sort something out with that, I think. Let's have a look. Has Epidemic Sound got any genres? Sean, question for you, mate. Can I do it in tomorrow's stream so I can find a good song to do it to? Just because I forgot about that. Happy to just do it to anything in this one if you want, but also happy to do it in tomorrow's stream and actually pick a song that works well. Your call. Hey, Icarus with the nice fast flyby. Props to you there, Beluga, for managing to keep your 747 up with my Trinidad. That's a pretty good effort, mate, I must say. So is that a thumbs up to the picking a specific song there, Sean? If so, all good. I will do exactly that, and we will complete tomorrow evening's stream with some Melbourne Shuffle. Tomorrow dancing, cool. Because I got to work my way through Epidemic's techno and trance and deep house. See what works. Just stalled the 747. Yeah, I wonder why. Trying to keep up with a little Trinidad. But as I said, fair play to you there, Beluga, for even managing to achieve that, mate. Like, that's a big plane going at a very slow speed. Yeah, well, as you were saying, Garwin, you got 45 degree Fahrenheit wind chill. Negative 45 degree Fahrenheit wind chill, should I say. I could not imagine how cold that must be. That's got to be so incredibly cold. A 747 will stay airborne at 121 knots. At what altitude though, Vruden? That's the $1 million question right here. Right here. Right now. Right here. Right now. Low, yeah, exactly. So at 8,000 feet, I feel like it's probably closer to 140 or 150 knots. Exposed skin will freeze in less than 10 minutes. Yeah, not surprised to hear that at all, Vruden, because, Garwin, should I say. Because I was watching some, like, videos on YouTube about Yakutsk in Russia, where it actually is like negative 45 degrees actual temperature. And yeah, they have to keep everything covered to venture outside. But I don't envy you at all, Garwin. You know, it might have been cold for me doing my streams in the garage, but bloody hell, I really don't envy you. Yeah, no, face masks are not new for them. That's absolutely right. Sean, face masks, eye goggles, the whole kit, you know. That's so incredibly cold. Hang on, so you want, when you say that, Garwin, are you talking about them moving to you, or you moving to them, or are you currently there because you live near them? Negative 9.5 degrees Celsius right there. Alright, let's have a look. Let's have a little squiz, shall we? Bit of a gander at what the current temperature here is now. Yeah, okay. That's fair going. So it is 1:17 a.m. It is 17 degrees Celsius outside. You want to move south? Yeah, I don't blame you. Go down to New Orleans where the Ripper Cajun food is. Yeah, going, absolutely. No, I knew about that. -1 at 2:17 p.m. I find it amazing in certain ways that you know what, like 4 months ago I'm sitting in the garage rugged up, you know, it's -5, -6 outside, and now it's the complete reversal. All you guys are in the negatives or the low single digit numbers, and here I am in 17, 18 degrees overnight temperatures. Oh, okay, South Carolina / Georgia. Yeah, okay, fair enough, that would be awesome. My overlay is called Fly Live Studio, Wes. the Blue Ridge Mountains is very, I believe it's very similarly named to the Blue Mountains here in Australia. For its, the colour of the trees against the haze causes like almost a blue hue on the horizon. How long until we turn, says Vruden? And as he says that, we turn. There's your answer, Vruden. Your maximum temperature will be 2.8. Let's see. A little bit on the cold side. You got to take the Australian women's Sky Team coach to the airport. What is a Sky Team coach? Ah, skiing. Right. Yeah. Nah, good old autocorrect, hey. I'm going. If you can't beat them, join them. Yeah, that would be weird after spending 6 years in winter temperatures, various winter temperatures, you know, like obviously where she is, or where you picked her up from winter and where she was going winter are very different. You could have just agreed with me, Garn, and gone, yeah, it's the technology that's causing it, absolutely. But yeah, no, it'd be very weird going into summer temperatures, because of course, like here in winter, depending on where she's from in Australia, you'll definitely see 20 degrees Celsius in certain locations, without a doubt. Yeah, autocorrect a bit quackers, Garland. I couldn't imagine living, like, as much as I like the cooler weather, I wouldn't say I like cold weather, I like the cooler weather. I couldn't imagine living 6 years of winter, 6 years of temperatures below sort of 18 degrees Celsius. Would be nice for the first year or two. And then you sort of be like, really? Seriously? Are we going to like see the sun at all? Well, yeah, again, to come back to the things I was watching on YouTube about Yakutsk, a lot of people don't have refrigeration there because you don't need it. You just store all your stuff outside. I could be wrong, short round, but I think you'll find that Garwin's saying he wants to move down your way. He doesn't currently live there. I could be wrong though, I'm not that familiar with United States geography. I will be after we've done this world trip though. Alright, so we've got 40. Let's go with round numbers here. We've got 45 nautical miles to go to the final destination. And the only person behind me is Black Evo in his Kodiak. Well, at least I'm in my usual position of like last. Is it cold there in summer as well, Garwin, or more bearable, or hot? Hot as hell and crazy humid. You're not very close to the equator. So how does what causes the humidity to occur? You think people live there just a bit further? Yeah, well, if you're getting that sort of wind chill in winter and you're getting crazy hot and humid in summer, I can sort of understand why people are complaining about the weather, because that would get very draining to have such a discrepancy. A forest, okay. Yeah, so you're basically living in rainforest during the summer. Makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. But would I be right in saying, Garwin, that even when it's cold, that the humidity is still quite high because of the forests? Yeah, no, obviously not negative 40 degrees cold, but I mean, like, one thing I notice here is that in winter, even when it's 1 or 2 degrees Celsius outside, the humidity is like 95%, which means whilst it's cold in the garage, keeping the house warm is not too difficult because you just usually close the doors. Problem solved. Tony says he's out of here and he will see me tomorrow. Tony, mate, thank you very much for jumping on the stream. Have a good rest, mate. Try not to, work too hard tomorrow. If you are working, I don't know. It's a Sunday, probably not. Never mind. Don't worry about me. But have a good one, mate. And I will see you around the various locations that I see around, like Discord and YouTube. It's bumpy coming over the ridge. Oh, but you're a few ridges ahead of me there, Garwin. Or are you telling me this because you know that I'm about to come over the... I'll just keep in mind that the ridges are going to be bumpy. I think that's probably the best port of call at this point. Chop, yes. Wrong stream, Sean. Oh, somebody's paused mid-air. Hey. Hey, going. Whoever you are. Got some crazy hovering characteristics installed in that little GA aircraft. I want that installed in my Trinidad. The helicopter thingo. Gowan says, you do know why we all get ahead of you in stream? No. Why? Enlighten me. We don't want our landings on video. I see. Fair enough. I can get behind that. Alright, let's have a look here. What is our airport altitude? Our airport altitude is 4,900 feet above sea level. Ah, okay, we're not in too bad of a spot there then for where we are. Nicely done though there, Garwin. What is the active runway? The active runway appears to be runway 20. Okay. So basically want to come in, around, up, and in like that. 111.1 for the ILS. Oh no, sorry, 110.10 for the ILS. Beg your pardon. I don't know why I read that as 1111111. Maybe I'm reading binary computer code or whatever. I wish I was smart enough to read that shit. Right, we might lose a little bit of altitude. So if we're going now to go down to 4,900, I want about let's go with like 6.5, or no, let's just, you know what, let's just leave it, just because there's a lot of mountainous terrain in this last bit and we're going to have time to go out and around for the landing, so I might just do the descent manually once we're past this mountain ridges in front of us, because otherwise I get the feeling that we're going to do a chain and just plow into them. feel like that's slightly too OTT of some dance moves based on the music. But anyway, just roll with it. Bit of Saturday Night Fever, you know, just... I don't know, that's a really bad Saturday Night Fever. It looks like I'm just like whacking myself. Got my own, I mean, you know, in the end I got my own personal drum set. Just like... yeah, anyway. I'll stop whilst I'm ahead here. I feel like that's a slightly better vibe. So, let's enact the heading switch here on the Trinidad. Let's just see what we need to be. We need to be heading that way. Yeah. Cool. Right, I need to change. Whoop! Too far. About there, and then we'll select HDG. There we go, beautiful. This is what we want. Just make sure I didn't screw that up on a little nav map. I did not. Or maybe I did go a little too far. We'll give ourselves... whoop, that's better. Give ourselves full propeller.
You and me stuck on the ocean now. Nothing but waves in this feeling in. I wanna dry up, but you just keep on going, don't
Me drinking? No, just all I've been drinking, Stu, is apple, carrot, spinach. Where is the rest of the ingredients? Hello, ingredients. Here we go. Carrot, apple, sweet potato, spinach, cucumber, celery, lettuce, parsley, kale, pineapple, juice. That's all I've been drinking. All I can say, Stu, is streaming makes me happy, makes me vibe. I enjoy the music, I enjoy the company, I enjoy the scenery, I enjoy everything about it. So of course I'm always just in a good mood and wanting to, you know, woo. Especially after such a hiatus of not being able to do it and having such a big week. I'm just like, yeah, stream time.
We were true to each other, but now we don't even bother. I remember you being hopeful, but the tall waves have worn us down, and slowly we are drowning. That's why you need to come with me, with me, with me. Turn around 180 degrees and cross the sea. I will not let us fade away. It's not a price I wanna pay, and it's not too late. No, we lost.
It's very pretty. Oh, look at the background or the backdrop here. 1, 2, 3, 4 volcanoes. It's a very pretty part of the world here, Guatemala. I wish it had vodka in it, Bruton. But no, trying to be a good boy, drink my good, you know. Plus, I know it probably doesn't sound like it, but this tastes freaking delicious. It probably has a lot to do with the fact of the apple and the pineapple that's in there, but it's really good. As you can tell, it's getting close to 2 a.m. because I'm starting to really yawn. Alright, we're going to be needing to make another turn again in a moment, actually. And what heading am I going to be looking for? I'm going to be looking to go... I want to go up to the CA9 road and then turn across, I reckon. Sorry, talking out loud here whilst I try and figure out exactly where I need to be flying to make this as good as it can be. Alright, so let's sort out the heading. I'm currently on, and I want to be heading directly west now. There we go. That should take me exactly where I need it to take me. Right, now it's time to enact the descent. So I'll bring it down to 6,000 feet. I want to go down at about 800 feet a minute. Yeah, that's why I'm using the heading and little nav map here, Rudin, I'll be honest with you. Because this would be a lot easier if I had track IR. Oh, absolutely, Garwin. I always find that my landings are so much better if I have track IR. Not that I have VR, but obviously they serve very similar purposes when it comes to landing. Alright, I think this is where I'm going to take over from the autopilot. Oh, it's not even that, Vruden. I think we think it's not even the crashes that are necessarily an issue. We think that there might be something wrong with the power supply or the motherboard, just mildly, just enough to cause a few interesting issues behind the scenes. So that's why I'm going to be voltage testing the power supply and checking the motherboard on my weekend in a couple of days. And then if that fails, I'm going to send the graphics card for checking, because that would be the only other explanation if for some reason the power supply and motherboard doesn't come back weird, but I get the feeling it might. Sorry, why are people calling you chiropractor and your lawyer, Bruden? Did you have a rough landing in the helicopter, did you? Just a precaution. Massive float, but I mean, otherwise, almost center line. Very nice touchdown. Yeah, this Trinidad tends to float if there's any sort of wind above sort of, 5-6 knots. I don't know if that's just one of the awesome features of the Trinidad within the sim that Microsoft just seems to do, but yeah. Even though, as you guys would have seen on my speed, I was sitting below 80 knots. Now, 80 knots is the approach speed, and I still couldn't get the damn thing to get down. Awesome, Vruden. I look forward to that, mate. Oh yeah, going. I'm sure by the time I get, like with the DA40, I'm sure by the time I get to the end of my 100 legs with the Trinidad, I'll probably understand exactly how I have to approach and what speeds I should be doing at what points and all that. It's just because, you know, we're only 10 or 12 something flights in to me using the Trinidad. I'm still getting my head around it. But yeah, each aircraft is so different. Alright, so... Oh, has Black Evo gotten down, has he? I thought he was following me around. He must have come in on the other side, or come in sharper than I did. Alright, well, that's all good. Ladies and gentlemen, legends of the highest regard. That does bring us to the end of this stream. Welcome to Guatemala City, here in Guatemala, the most populated urban area within Latin/Central America. We are obviously going to be flying tomorrow night and hopefully Monday as well. So that's going to be awesome to look forward to. I should have those streams up online tomorrow morning, hopefully. But legends, thank you very much to all of you on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, whatever you watched on this evening. Thank you very much for coming along on the stream, jumping in the chat, getting involved. If you did jump in and have a fly, I do hope you did enjoy. It's been some awesome conversation and stuff tonight, legends. So thank you very much for that. Obviously, don't forget, if you guys are around, to make sure you catch Big Jacko and Wes tomorrow before my stream. Otherwise, I will see all of you legends tomorrow. Until then, catch us later. Look after yourselves.
You know what I like to do to her? Something I call a dirty fuzzy.